Hi guys, happy official day 2 of the historical romance readathon, and I am filming this Sunday night and the readathon has not started yet, but I'm posting this on Tuesday. I am daily vlogging, so I thought I'd get a little head start to talk to you about my awful hair and what I'm reading and what I'm expecting this week to look like. So I'm daily vlogging, and yes, I work 4 out of the 5 days of the week this week, of the work week. I took Friday off, not because of the readathon. My parents are going out of town, and so I volunteered to watch their dogs. My sister was working. I was like, you know what, I have not taken a personal day yet this year. I've only missed half of one day for a dentist appointment, and that's literally the only time I've taken off from work this year. So I was like, you know what, it's December, I want to read. And then we planned our readathon, and it just so happened to fall on that day. So I only have to really worry about daily vlogging these 4 days and like giving you guys enough content, because I don't do a lot after work. I like come home and work out, maybe watch a couple of shows with my sister, and then read. And so I guess I'll have a lot of reading updates for you. But it's Sunday night now, and I just showed you the tree. I love my Christmas tree so much. I was just present shopping for my co-teacher at school. She loves reading romance, and so I was looking up a book to get her. And don't worry, she doesn't watch my channel, so she doesn't know about what I'm talking about, but I might get her The Bridge Kingdom because she really loved the ACOTAR series. Like, I got her into that, and I got her The Simple Wild before, I know that, and I don't remember what else she's read. We didn't teach together last year, so we've taught together I think 3 years. Last year we were swapped with other people, and then we're back together, and she's my favorite, so I'm glad we're back together. Last year was not fun without her, so I think I'm gonna get her The Bridge Kingdom because she also really loved the Shatter Me series, which I also got her into, so I think she'll really like The Bridge Kingdom, and maybe some pens, and I think that's what my present for her is gonna be. But I just love Christmas shopping for people. I went over to my parents' house today, wrapped a ton of presents, wrapped my sister's present and stuff for my mom, and so I still just want to keep on buying people things. I keep on like buying my parents little things. Even today I got my mom another thing, so I just can't stop. And I have to figure out one last thing to get my sister, so we'll see what I end up getting her. But I have a big TBR. Oh yeah, I was journaling, and I'm super excited. I'll probably show you throughout the week my Archer and Olive journal. I'm obsessed, and so I'm bullet journaling, and that's what's in the background. But I'm excited for this readathon. So many historical romances on my TBR. I've already started, actually. I started The Perils of Pleasure by Julie Anne Long. I read my first Julie Anne Long book over the weekend, which was Lady Daring Takes a Lover. Gave it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. So I am excited to read The Perils of Pleasure because I've heard really great things, and it's starting off really fun. She breaks him out of, not jail, he was in prison, and he's like literally on his way to be hanged. And she throws a smoke bomb and like takes him, but then someone tries to kill her, and so they're trying to figure out, like, she was hired to save him, but then someone knows that where she took him and tried to kill her, so they're trying to figure stuff out. So I love a heroine who is on the wrong side of the law, especially in historicals, so we rarely get that. And he is wealthy. I don't remember what his title is, but he is a wealthy man. And so it was a little confusing in the beginning because there were a lot of characters being thrown out, and I wasn't sure who the hero was because I completely forget the synopsis of the book. But I am like 2 hours into that audiobook, so I have about 8 hours left, so I can definitely finish it over the next couple days. I'm planning on starting a Wallflower Christmas tomorrow and reading Joanna Shupe's novella when I work out tomorrow. So I have a lot of plans, and I'm excited. And then I think later on in the week I want to make the shortbread recipe that's in How the Duke Stole Christmas, The Dukes Who Stole Christmas, that anthology. My mom told me there's a shortbread recipe at the end. She just read it and she enjoyed it, so I want to read that. And yeah, I'm gonna be spending the whole weekend at my parents' house, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's literally just me on Friday because my sister will be sleeping after work, so with the dogs. But the whole day for me to read. I'm so excited. So it's gonna be an exciting week. We have this week, next week, and 2 days before Christmas break. We don't get a full 2 weeks, which is super frustrating to me, but that's okay. But I am probably gonna get a lot of books in the mail and packages in the mail this week because I've been buying books from thrift books. I had some credits, so I might have some of those this week to show you. And I have been buying things I don't need, but I'm buying them. And lots of journaling supplies, which I'm excited about. So this is gonna be a fun week. I'm super excited, but I am gonna go ahead and continue reading my Sophie Lark book that I wanted to finish today, but I'm not. And we'll see if I end up reading more tomorrow or just jumping into historicals. I don't know. But I'm reading the book 2 in her duet and I'm really enjoying it. But I just wanted to do the whole introduction now. I don't know if I'm gonna talk to you before I go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. We'll see, maybe not, but I'll definitely talk to you when I get home from work. And yeah, I have only a meeting on Wednesday and that's it for after school plans. So yes, I have a Christmas movie to watch this week for my Hallmark Christmas comparison book to movie series I'm doing. So I'll do that on Thursday because the movie's airing on Wednesday. But other than that, we'll see where the week takes us. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hello, it is 3:36. I just got home from work, just ahead of my puppies. I'm trying to ignore the laundry in the background. I'm like trying to block it with my face. But I am here because it's time to update you. It is Monday, if you couldn't tell, and I wore my Christmas dress today. And it was Christmas like scarf day, and I don't have a scarf for the teachers. We have like a challenge every day. So I wore my Christmas plaid dress and a scarf. And tomorrow, well, the rest of the week, I'm gonna be wearing sweaters every day because I took my mom's Christmas sweater. She has a bazillion. And so I just borrow hers every time it's Christmas time and wear them throughout the week. And then I give them back to her so she can wear them after me. I actually, if you don't know, I'm a teacher and I have first period hall duty / class coverage. So like if we don't have enough subs, I'm pulled first period to cover a class. And so if I have hall duty, that means I just walk the halls and make sure no one's hanging out in the bathrooms. And I usually put an audiobook in and listen for the full 45 minutes. And so it's glorious because I get tons of reading done. But today I had to cover a class, so no audiobook listening for me. So I did get a little bit of my audiobook done today on my drive to and from school, and so I am more than halfway through with this now, and I'm conflicted because this is a book that takes place, it's Perils of Pleasure, it takes place over like 2 days. I'm 50% into this book and it's been like a day. Like a night has passed and that's it. And she had saved him from being hanged, and now they're trying to figure out who tried to kill her and all these secrets that are happening. So they're just like going around town together trying to talk to people and figure out what's happening. Some secrets are revealed, and she has a sad past. So she lost people in her past. I don't want to spoil anything, but he has like a bounty on his head now too, because like he's accused of murder. He says he didn't do it and that's why he was being hanged, but there's a bounty, so if anybody finds him, they could turn him in and get that money. So that's really all that's happened. So I think they like each other, but there's not a lot of romance going on, and that's really all this book has been dealing with so far. So I'm interested to see how it progresses. We have this step back too. I do have to sort and pack my orders for my Etsy shop, which I'll show you guys how I do that. And I'm probably gonna listen to some audiobook while I do that, but it doesn't take me that long. It's gonna take me like maybe 10 minutes because I didn't have too many orders, but a good amount, which I'm very excited about. But I also teach guided reading. So that is a kind of reading remediation class. All the students in there are reading below 7th grade reading level, and they're 9th and 10th graders. Most of them are 6th or below. And so they have a second English class where we do guided reading, where we have small group reading, and 2 days out of the week are independent reading, and I read with them. So Mondays and Thursdays are independent reading, so I read today. And I started this because I knew it was going to be pretty tame, and I typically read like young adult books when I'm with them, especially if it's a book club book that I run with my high schoolers. But this one I decided to bring today, and it's cute so far. It is the Wallflower Christmas by Lisa Klepis. So it is the story after the Wallflower series, which I've read 3 out of the 4. Definitely recommend reading this after you've read that series because you get to see all of them together, and it's more just like a sweet story. And he is Lillian and Daisy's brother, so he's American and he's got his fortune from like the soap making industry or something, and she's actually a ladies companion, which I love that trope. She is like hired to just be a companion, so she offers conversation and she's a chaperone for her and will sometimes do like what servants do, but like there's a whole thing about how she's not a servant, she's a companion. It's her romance with the brother, but he's supposed to be courting the person she's a companion for, and they've already kissed, and he kissed her without her permission. And I feel like that's something Lisa Klepis is going to take out of this book. So if you didn't know, Lisa Klepis has been re-editing all of her books kind of like discreetly. She hasn't been telling anybody this. I only knew because I heard from other people, and I've been listening to her new audiobook. She is redoing the audiobooks and redoing these but not this one, I don't know yet, but the Wallflower series itself, she's taking out like scenes that she can see as being not okay, which is kind of odd to me because like there's scenes that are pretty tame. Like one of them is she eats a pear, I think, drenched in alcohol, so she's a little tipsy, and proceeds to have relations with the main character, like the love interest, and I guess they took that whole scene out because she was a little tipsy when it happened. And then in It Happened One Summer, he kissed her without permission and she's mad at him about that, and they took that scene out. So it seems like anything that's like normal for historical romances, especially older historical romances, like that's just the nature of the heroes in those books, they're taking out. And so he kissed her without permission, and he's like, and you know, if you deny me, I'll just kiss you again but harder. And like that was a conversation in here, and she obviously liked it. Like she kissed him back and she likes him, but she wants to act like she doesn't because it's supposed to be like the person she's a companion's for, person who's trying to court her. I don't even know like how to word that, but she is like finds him infuriating, but she likes him. I am enjoying this. It's a house party too, which I love, and so we have all the Wallflowers together. We see them so much in this book, and he's trying to deal with his family as well because his father is disappointed in him. And I really need to read book 4 now of the Wallflower series because I like seeing Daisy and her husband, and I'd love to see their romance as well. But I'm 90 pages in, so I read 2 periods today and got 90 pages in, so I'm enjoying this. I'll probably finish this tonight and we'll see how I enjoy it. I think Samantha hated this, but I know Rachel from Rachel Reads and Sings enjoyed this, so this is what I'll be reading, and I'm gonna be listening to more of this, but I don't know what I want to read next. I don't know if I should put on my Instagram and ask which Rogue book I should read next, because my next audiobook is definitely going to be this one, which Christy from Christy Reads a Lot gave 2 stars. She already finished this and gave it 2 stars, and I'm really worried. So this will definitely be an audiobook listen for me. This is our group pick. I don't know if I said that, but I have 2 Rogue books, and I'll probably put on my Instagram asking which one I should read, and I probably am guessing this one is gonna win, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to get to both of these this week, but I don't know which one I want to start physically first. And then I am about to go work out. I have a treadmill now. Finally bought a treadmill in the summer. Well, I think over Labor Day I bought it, and I should have gotten one sooner. So I love working out, and I used to go to the gym all the time. Then COVID hit, and I was like, I don't want to go to the gym anymore. And so I started just doing workout videos after school and just running on the weekends because I love running. And then we finally bought a treadmill, and it's glorious. I can run whenever I want to. If it's raining outside, when I want to run on the weekends, because I only like running outside on the weekends because I just feel like heavy, and like if I've eaten anything even remotely recently, I do not run well outside, and so I run okay on the treadmill. So, and it's like a lot easier to run on a treadmill, and so, but I love running outside because I like feel like it works my muscles more because it's like a lot more up and down and stuff. So I can work out on my treadmill today and not waste time going to the gym too. So it's a Nordic track. It's so nice. It's super bouncy and like super good on your joints, which after running outside in the cold, my knees kind of hurt. It's okay though. But I am gonna work out, and I'm telling you this because I'm gonna start Ladies Mile something, Miracle on Ladies Mile by Joanna Shupe. A lot of people are reading this for the readathon, and it just looks good. I think it's a novella, so I do read while I run. When I run outside, I listen to an audiobook, but when I am on the treadmill, I put my iPad's font super big, and that's how I read. It's really easy. Like if you watch TV on a treadmill, it's the same thing. So just reading, but it encouraged me to get my workout in. And yeah, and I thought I had a meeting on Wednesday, but I guess it's during school, 4th period, which is my conference period, so I don't have anything after school Wednesday. So I think I'm gonna work out just Monday, Wednesday, and take Tuesday, Thursday off because I only work out 5 days a week. I give myself a little break. So yeah, that's my plan, and I do want to have some hot chocolate tonight. It's freezing, so I'll probably show you making some hot chocolate and some of my bullet journal I want to work on. So yeah, those are my plans today. So I'm gonna go get changed, get on the treadmill. I try to always get on there by 4 o'clock. So yeah, that's my plan. So I will catch up with you guys after I work out. So I'll look like a hot mess after I work out. So I wanted to show you before that, put together a little bit. So I will see you guys in a second. All right, we are now upstairs in my loft. This is where I sew. All the sewing gets done here, but I'm about to pack my orders. These up here are all my book sleeves. Those are just random sleeves I keep there. Those are masks that I need to take down, but I have all my masks over there that we've made, but I have all my book sleeves over here, and I'm about to pack orders. So what people have ordered, I have tons of really cute Christmas stuff up. This is going up tomorrow, this vlog, so these should still be, I know I did sell these, and I kept one of these for myself because I love them. This is Kindle, so these are all large over here, Kindle, and then indie over here. So lots of fun different fabrics. I'm gonna go pack those, but before I pack my orders, I got some books from Thrift Books, and we shall see what came. So, oh yes, look how pretty. A lot of these said acceptable, but typically acceptable on Thrift Books is pretty good. So this one's Patricia Gaffney. I really want to read some of her books. Of course, I had to get a Lorraine Heath with a nice clinch cover. I'm so excited. This is like literally not even a cracked spine. Okay, I had like 5 free credits because if you use my link down below, I get a free book anytime you use my link. So it's always down below. Thrift Books is my favorite place to get used books from, especially historical romances. They're really good about the editions as long as you click types, or I forget what it's called. Like, I think it is listed as editions. And you can see the edition, meaning the cover that you're gonna get. So I definitely wanted this cover. It's so pretty. I love that. And then I'm trying to collect Lorraine Heath's books. So excited about those, but I'm gonna go ahead and pack orders while I listen to my audiobook. And then I can catch you guys up on how I thought about Joanna Shoop's novella. I got about 40 pages in on my run. So it's really good so far, but I'll talk to you guys about that probably after dinner too. My sister's getting dinner started right now. So yeah. All right, so I do have my little buddy here, Miss Lily. Our fire smoke detector beeped. I don't know why, it just beeped once and she got very anxious, but she's better now. She's better now. She destroyed the floor of my closet, all the stuff that I have under there because she goes to my closet when she's scared. But I want to show you the masks that I still have in stock. My mom likes to make masks for my Etsy shop. She sews all of these. She taught me how to sew. So all of these are ones we still have in the shop if anybody's interested. I literally wear these every day to work. Not these ones, my own that I have. And so this one actually matches one of the book sleeves I have, but I think I sold all of those because this one's a super popular pattern. I took one of these for myself, but tons of really cute designs in case anybody's in the market for a mask. And then these are the Christmas ones that we have left. So this one, I already made one for my sister in Kindle sleeve because I'm obsessed. It's the last of that fabric that I have. And then just these 3 are left in the indie size. No more Kindle ones are left. These are the only Kindle size sleeves I have left. These 3 are fire, and then these 3 are regular Kindle, but none of them are Christmas. And then the only 2 Christmas big size sleeves I have are these 2. So yeah, thank you to everybody who's already bought stuff, but I thought I'd show you guys what I have. Isn't that right, Miss Lily? Yes, he's silly. Okay, so I know I haven't shown my face in a while, but I have been working on my bullet journal a little bit. Excuse my nails. I made some hot chocolate, but I am also listening to my audiobook, The Perils of Pleasure. I am super far into it now. I only have an hour and 40 minutes left. I just want to show you a little bit. I got the Archer and Olive journal, and I'm literally obsessed. I usually got Leuchtturm, but this one, it's so pretty. Like, look at that. It's just so pretty. And so I just want to show you. I am going to do a flip through later on, like as an actual video, but these are just some pages I have done so far. I got nail polish. I like tried wiping away eraser crumbs, whatever you call those, and like my nail went like that. I painted my nails like 5 days ago, but yeah. Anyways, I'm tracking every year the number of books I read in the month. Oh, I didn't put the name of each month yet. I'll do that. The total, how many audiobooks, how many Kindle Unlimited, how many 2022 releases, and how many 5-star books. And my tape is from a shop simply, no, I don't remember. I'll link the tape shop down below, but then I've got B tape. This is where I'm going to write my favorite book of the month and then how many books I read. Then stats, I'm going to track how many physical versus audiobooks that I've read each month, and then track how much growth I have each month. So at the end of the month, I'll write the total I have. And then my TBR, I have to fill that out. This is a spoiler of what my TBR I'm going to show you, so I won't show that. But then my Ravaged by Romance book club and the rating of each one, historical Hellions and the rating of each one. And then this is my favorite. I just finished this and I can't wait to do this for more authors. Let me know what authors I should do this kind of spread for. I'm obsessed. It turned out so nice. Exactly what I wanted. This is my Lorraine Heath TBR spread. I'll mark them off once I've read each book, and I will mark off total how many, like when I'm done with the series up here. And for this, I wrote the titles in my like Sharpie gel pen. I really like this pen. And then everything I use is this pen. I don't even know what brand this is. SIPA. I got it for Christmas a couple years ago for my cousin because it was on my Amazon wish list, and this is like what I use for everything. So, and then my markers, I showed it on my Instagram. I have this pack of 100 markers, and it was $12 at Joann's. So it's normally $25, and I had a bunch of 50% off coupons, so I bought that, and then I also bought these pens, which I'm excited to use, but I haven't used them yet. But this ended up being $12 for 100 markers. And because this is Archer and Olive, it has super thick paper, so like you can't even see, I colored in all of that and you can't even see it on any of the pages. Nothing shows through. So I'm literally obsessed with this journal. So I'm excited to do more of these. I love doing different tape at the bottom. I get my tape like Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's, and that online shop that I don't remember, but I do follow them on Instagram, so I will link. I know that's what this is for sure from. So yeah, just want to show you how pretty it looks. These are all of her series in order of publication, so I'm obsessed. And I do want to do one on Sophie Lark, but I don't know what other author I want to do. So yeah, that's my journal. I want to show you that. Now I'm gonna go read. I'm probably done with my audiobook for the day. I'll be done with that, but I'm gonna go read this book and up to you when I've read more. Hi guys, my beautiful face. I just showed you Miss Lily. Darcy, I just let outside. I don't think have I even shown her at all this vlog? I apologize, I'll show her tomorrow, but she was just laying in my lap for like an hour and a half, and then she wanted to go outside before we go upstairs. But it's 8:30, I need to wrap this up so that I can edit and post this tomorrow. But I did finish a Wallflower Christmas. Let me grab that. I finished this and I'm giving it 4 stars. I actually really like this. The romance was really angsty because he was courting her, I don't know if they were cousins, but it was the girl that she was the, oh my gosh, what is the word? The chaperone, not the chaperone, the person for, the companion for, and it was an age gap, and he was being pressured by his dad to marry the one girl, and it was so cute. Like the letter was adorable and the toy soldier was adorable, but I think you could only really love this if you've read the Wallflower series, because there's a lot about the girls, like Lillian, Daisy, Annabelle, and the 4th one that I'm blanking on. I don't remember her name, but there was a ton about them, and then they like kind of came together to help her, and it was adorable. And the one thing I didn't love though was I just read Lillian's story, and she thought that her husband like was mentally cheating on her, like emotionally cheating on her, like he was into someone else, and I was like, he would never do that. Like why are you thinking that? He would literally never do that. I just read your book, he would never do that. So I didn't love that plot line, but overall this was super cute. It was super fast. If you love the Wallflower series, read this, but if you haven't yet, go read the Wallflower series and then read this. I think you'd be a little bored and a little confused by all the side plots happening, because they do introduce us to all 4 of the Wallflowers, but you can't really appreciate their storylines until you've read their stories. So I love a social class difference romance though, so I really enjoyed this. I have to make sure Darcy doesn't want in. I also am about an hour and a half left of The Perils of Pleasure. I'm not loving it. It's probably going to be a 3-star read. The entire book is about the plot of the mystery of who wants him dead and who wanted her dead and who hired her and all that stuff. And there's like this weird plot with like people buying bodies for science, like doctors, and it's just bizarre. And the romance isn't really developing, and it just like out of nowhere they got together, and I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I knew they were attracted to each other. He's also madly in love with someone else apparently, and I feel like we're not getting a lot of development with his brother, and we just like randomly get chapters from his perspective, and I'm not loving that. So it's just not romance heavy enough for me. And I read a lot of reviews on Goodreads to see if other people agree, and a lot of them who don't like the book say it's not focused enough on the romance. It's just this mystery plot that's taking over the whole book, and it's a really short time period that's happening. Like it's been like a couple days and they're still going around, and she has to think about if she wants to turn him in for the money, because like there's £100 if you turn him in, and she could really use that money. And so I'm just like, okay, I'm just listening along. I'm not really loving it, so it's probably gonna be a 3-star read for me, which makes me sad. But I did start the Joanna Shupe, and it's adorable. Like I honestly wanted to finish it tonight, but I needed an ebook for when I run on the treadmill, and that's the only ebook I have for this readathon, so I have to wait until Wednesday to continue. But she is doing like the window displays in this department store, and like they mentioned Macy's. It's $18.95, so it's pretty modern, I feel like, for a historical romance, because she's working. She's a working class woman and she moved to New York and she wants to design gowns for the department store, but she has to work her way up, so she is like super low on the totem pole. She basically designed the whole window display, but her boss took credit for it and she's doing it, and the owner, one of the owners, the co-owner, sees her working alone and he offers to help her. He's like not a good person, not a bad person, but oh, Darcy's there, one sec. There she is. Mwah. We saw her. Okay, so I need to finish this so I can go upstairs. So he is a very like hard person to work for. Like no secretary will stay and work for him because he's just mean and demanding, and he doesn't spend time with his daughter because his wife passed away 7 years ago and he still can't stop seeing his wife and his daughter. Sorry, an invitation just fell. It's okay. He's just like sad and hard to be around, and he never spends time with his daughter, but he helps her with her window display and says that his name is Alex because she doesn't know who he is, and it's so cute so far. I am loving this, and it makes me want to just go back and read all of Joanna Shupe's books because I really love her books, and this one is just so good. And it's around Christmas time and they're talking about her wanting to just be successful in New York, and I know they're gonna fall in love and it's just gonna be so good. So I'm like 40 pages into that and I'm really loving it. But I'm gonna take the dogs upstairs. While I was running, one of the smoke detectors beeped like once, like to say it had low batteries, and I think I told you Lily freaked out, but then it did it twice more and stopped, and my sister couldn't figure out which one it is because none of them are like glowing, or like none of them, it's not a constant thing. It just did 3 times and stopped. So we were eating dinner, and right after dinner it happened again, and I think it was the carbon monoxide detector up here that its battery is low, because it wasn't like beeping like it was going off, it was just like a high-pitched one beep, and then like a minute would go and then another one, and so it freaked both dogs out the second time, and Darcy like was shaking uncontrollably. I was trying to comfort Darcy. Lily ran back up to my closet upstairs. I had already put everything back from what she destroyed because I have like sweatpants and like heavy sweatshirts that I put down there that I only wear during the winter, and it was all, and some of my scarves, it was all just all over the place. And so I went up and checked, and Lily was just snuggled up down there sleeping in my closet, and so I just left her there, and I came back and just laid with Darcy. But I replaced those batteries, and I'm praying that saved it, because if this goes off in the middle of the night, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Try to figure out which one it is and comfort the dogs because they both flipped out. I think it's just the high pitch, they don't like it. Lily's very nervous in general, and we can't like yell or anything because she gets like nervous, so we're not like yelling people anyway. We don't yell at each other, my sister and I. We're like very calm people, and we're very quiet people, so Lily gets very nervous if like we yell or anything and gets very upset. So she's a good dog to have around if you need help with that. But yeah, they're just such cute puppies. So hopefully that's solved, but I'm gonna edit this video, have a plan to go up tomorrow morning and start The Princess and the Rogue tonight because that won my poll. So that's my next book I'm gonna read. I'll definitely finish Perils of Pleasure tomorrow and probably start on the group pick, which then Rachel reads and sings DNF'd. So 2 people now I know that are friends of mine have not enjoyed that book, but I have high hopes. A good Christmas snowed-in romance, we'll see. I've lowered my expectations, but I hope I like it. But thank you guys for watching, and that's all I have for today. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.